Light of the Moon Moth Path, a soothing and enchanting sleep story designed to gently guide you towards peaceful rest, following trails of lavender light through tranquil groves. If you find yourself soothed by this journey and wish to explore more pathways to peaceful slumber, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more calming stories like this one. Before we embark on our moonlit walk, we will begin with a gentle breathing guidance to help you settle into a state of deep relaxation and prepare for the story ahead. If you prefer to drift directly into the tale of Elara and the Moon Moths, you can find the chapter timestamps in the description below. Now, allow yourself to settle into a comfortable position. Let your body become heavy and relaxed against your bed or chair, feeling completely supported and at ease. Gently adjust your blankets or pillows, creating a nest of cozy comfort just for you. This is your time to release the day's worries and invite tranquility into your evening. Let the soft lavender light of the moon, moths, and the gentle whispers of the grove begin to wash over you, guiding you towards a state of deep calm. Let's take a soothing breath together. Gently inhale through your nose, noticing the cool air entering and filling your lungs with ease. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, imagine you are releasing any tension or tightness held within your body, like a soft sigh of relief. With each breath, feel your muscles softening and letting go. Picture the gentle lavender glow of the moon moths. Imagine the calming scent of chamomile and lavender filling the air around you. Allow these gentle sensations to envelop you in tranquility. If your mind begins to wander, that is perfectly natural. Simply acknowledge any thoughts that arise, and then gently guide your attention back to your breath or the sound of my voice. There is nothing you need to do now except listen and allow the story to carry you towards restful sleep. Feel the gentle rhythm of the moon moth's wings, the steady pulse of nature's peace. Let it carry away any lingering anxieties, any worries that may have lingered from the day. Allow yourself to be embraced by the serene harmony of the whispering grove. Now, let's begin our journey along the lavender light of the Moon Moth Path, where gentle guidance and peaceful awakening await. Chapter 1. The Whispering Grove Beckons. Elara felt a faint stirring in the air, a subtle shift in the usual evening tranquility of the village. It was not a sound nor a scent, but a whisper of unease, like a ripple disturbing the surface of a still pond. She closed her eyes for a moment, breathing deeply, and the sensations sharpened into a gentle pull, a beckoning from the nearby whispering grove. The grove, usually a sanctuary of peace, seemed to be calling for her attention, a soft invitation carried on the evening breeze. She rose from her porch swing, the old wood creaking softly beneath her movement, a familiar sound that grounded her in the present moment. The air was cooling, the sun having dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of soft lavender and gentle rose. The scent of night-blooming jasmine, released from the village gardens, drifted around her, a sweet and calming fragrance that always brought a smile to her lips. She noticed the first fireflies beginning their nightly dance, tiny sparks of light flickering in the twilight, a promise of gentle magic in the hours to come. Elara Elara stepped onto the path, leading towards the Whispering Grove, the worn stones cool and smooth beneath her bare feet. The path was lined with familiar wildflowers, their colours muted in the fading light, but their gentle forms still offering a silent greeting. She walked slowly, deliberately, allowing her senses to open and absorb the subtle details of the evening. The air grew damper as she approached the trees, carrying the rich, earthy scent of damp soil and decaying leaves, a natural perfume of the forest floor. As she entered the grove, the light shifted, becoming softer, filtered through the dense canopy of leaves overhead. The sounds of the village faded behind her, replaced by the gentle murmur of the grove itself. It was not truly whispering, not in words, but in the rustling of leaves, the soft sigh of the breeze through the branches, the gentle gurgle of a hidden stream. These sounds blended together into a soothing symphony, a natural lullaby that eased any lingering tension from her shoulders and neck. She paused beside an ancient willow tree, its long branches draped like curtains, reaching towards the mossy ground. The bark felt velvety beneath her fingertips, cool and slightly damp to the touch. She leaned against the trunk, feeling its solid presence, its quiet strength that had witnessed countless seasons come and go. The leaves above her head rustled softly, like whispered secrets shared on the evening air. Then she saw it, a faint shimmering glow, a delicate lavender light, almost hidden amongst the shadows. It was a moon moth, its wings unfurling slowly, like petals opening to the moon. The light it emitted was soft and gentle, not bright or intrusive, but a subtle beacon in the deepening twilight. Elara watched as more moon moths emerged, their lavender light twinkling like distant stars, drawing her deeper into the grove. Following the faint glow of the moon moths, she moved further into the grove, her footsteps muffled by the thick carpet of moss and fallen leaves. The air grew cooler still, and the scent of night-blooming jasmine was replaced by a new fragrance, subtle and calming, like a blend of lavender and chamomile, a scent that promised rest and gentle dreams. She felt a sense of peace settling over her, a quiet contentment that was always present in the heart of the Whispering Grove. The moon moths danced ahead of her, their lavender light guiding her deeper into the embrace of the ancient trees, towards the source of the gentle beckoning she had felt. She knew, with a quiet certainty, that the grove held a message for her, a gentle invitation to follow the lavender light and discover the tranquility it offered. And with a peaceful heart, she continued her journey into the whispering heart of the grove, trusting in the gentle guidance of the moon moths. Chapter 2. Following the Lavender Trail. The lavender light of the moon moths grew slightly brighter as Elara ventured deeper, forming a shimmering path through the trees. It wasn't a defined trail, more like a suggestion, a gentle invitation to follow the soft glow that danced just ahead. She moved slowly, deliberately, her senses attuned to the subtle shifts in the atmosphere, the changing scents and sounds of the grove. The air felt softer here, almost velvety against her skin, and the gentle murmur of the hidden stream grew a little louder, a constant, soothing undertone to the night. She paused to touch a fern frond, its delicate leaves unfurling in intricate patterns, cool and and damp to the touch. Tiny droplets of dew clung to the edges, catching the faint moonlight and shimmering like tiny jewels. The texture was soft and yielding, like silk against her fingertips. She traced the delicate veins of the fern, feeling a connection to the quiet life of the forest floor, the patient growth and gentle unfolding of nature. The lavender path led her around the base of a giant oak, its trunk thick and gnarled, its branches reaching high into the night sky like welcoming arms. The bark was deeply furrowed, rough to the touch, yet warm from the day's sun, still holding a faint hint of the afternoon's warmth. She rested her hand against the oak, feeling its ancient strength, its silent wisdom accumulated over centuries. A gentle breeze rustled through its leaves, creating a soft, whispering sound, like the tree itself was sharing its secrets with the night. As she continued to follow the Moon Moth Path, she noticed other creatures beginning to stir with the deepening night. Crickets chirped their evening song, a steady, rhythmic sound that filled the spaces between the rustling leaves. Fireflies danced around her, their bioluminescent lights blinking in a gentle, harmonious rhythm with the moon moths, creating a symphony of soft, natural light in the twilight grove. The air was filled with a sense of peaceful activity, a quiet celebration of the night. The path wound its way through a cluster of silver birch trees, their white bark gleaming softly in the moonlight. The smooth bark felt cool and almost silken to the touch, a stark contrast to the rough bark of the oak. She ran her hand along the birch bark, feeling its gentle curves and subtle textures, appreciating the beauty of its simplicity. The leaves of the birch trees trembled in the gentle breeze, making a soft, rustling sound like whispered secrets. The scent of lavender and chamomile grew stronger as she progressed, mingling with the earthy fragrance of the grove, creating a truly calming and soothing aroma. It was a scent that seemed to invite relaxation, to ease the mind and soothe the spirit. She breathed deeply, filling her lungs with the fragrant air, feeling a sense of peace settling deeper within her. The lavender light of the moon moths seemed to pulse gently with each breath, guiding her onwards. She noticed the ground beneath her feet becoming softer, more yielding. The moss grew thicker, deeper, like a plush carpet, inviting her to slow down, to rest, to simply be present in the moment. She could feel the soft earth beneath the moss, cool and damp, grounding her to the natural world. Each step was cushioned, silent, adding to the overall sense of tranquility and peace. The lavender path led her onward, deeper and deeper into the whispering grove, each step drawing her closer to the heart of the grove, towards the source of the gentle beckoning she had felt. The moon moths danced ahead, their soft light a comforting guide, leading her towards a place of quiet serenity and gentle awakening, promising solace and rest in the tranquil depths of the grove. And with a peaceful sigh, she continued to follow, trusting in the lavender light and the gentle whispers of the whispering grove. Chapter 3. The Glade of Silent Awakening. The Moon Moth Path opened into a clearing, a hidden glade bathed in soft, ethereal moonlight. It was a place of profound stillness, where the whispering of the grove seemed to fade into a gentle hush, replaced by a deeper, more resonant silence. A silence that was not empty, but full of peace, full of quiet energy. The air here was still and calm, carrying the pure, unadulterated scent of lavender and chamomile, intensified and sweetened by the moonlight. In the centre of the glade lay a small pool, its surface perfectly still, reflecting the moon and stars above like a mirror of polished silver. The water looked incredibly clear, and Elara could see smooth, rounded stones lining the bottom, illuminated by the gentle moonlight filtering through the water. The pool seemed to emanate a soft, calming glow of its own, a gentle luminescence that added to the glade's ethereal atmosphere. The surface of the water was undisturbed, reflecting the night sky with perfect clarity, a window into the vastness of the cosmos. Elara stepped into the glade, her footsteps silent on the thick moss that covered the ground. The moss here was even softer than before, like walking on a cushion of velvet, cool and yielding beneath her feet. She felt a sense of profound peace wash over her as she entered the glade, a feeling of being welcomed, of being home. The air felt lighter here, purer, as if all worries and anxieties simply dissolved in the tranquil atmosphere of the glade. She approached the pool slowly, drawn to its still surface, its perfect reflection of the night sky. She knelt beside the edge, feeling the cool, smooth stones beneath her fingertips. The stones were rounded and polished by the gentle flow of water over countless years, each one unique in its texture and shape. She traced the contours of a stone, feeling its coolness seeping into her skin, grounding her to the earth and the quiet energy of the glade. Looking into the pool, she saw not just the reflection of the moon and stars, but a deeper reflection, a reflection of her own inner peace. The stillness of the water seemed to mirror the stillness within her own heart, a quiet calm that had been gently nurtured by a journey through the whispering grove. She gazed into the depths, feeling a sense of connection to the water, to the moon, to the vastness of the night sky reflected in its surface. The gentle chirping of crickets continued, a constant rhythmic sound that punctuated the silence of the glade, adding to the overall sense of peaceful harmony. A distant owl hooted softly, its call echoing through the grove, a natural serenade to the tranquil night. These sounds blended together into a symphony of peace, a lullaby of nature that soothed the mind and calmed the spirit. The sounds of the night felt like a gentle embrace, reassuring and comforting. She closed her eyes for a moment, breathing deeply, inhaling the calming scent of lavender and chamomile, feeling the cool, smooth stones beneath her fingertips, listening to the gentle sounds of the night. She allowed herself to simply be present in the moment, to absorb the tranquility of the glade, to let go of all thoughts and worries, to just rest in the profound peace that surrounded her. She felt a deep sense of gratitude for this hidden sanctuary, this place of silent awakening. Opening her eyes again, she felt refreshed, renewed, as if the glade had gently washed away any lingering tension and filled her with a sense of calm serenity. The lavender light of the moon moths danced softly around the edge of the glade, welcoming her to linger, to rest, to allow the peaceful magic of this hidden sanctuary to work its gentle wonders. And with a peaceful smile, Elara settled herself by the pool, ready to embrace the tranquility of the glade of silent awakening. Chapter 4. As Elara sat by the still pool, a gentle warmth began to emanate from the shadows beneath a large, ancient oak tree at the edge of the glade. The warmth was subtle, not intrusive, but like a comforting presence, a gentle invitation to turn her attention towards the ancient tree. She felt a sense of curiosity and gentle anticipation stirring within her, a feeling that she was not alone in this tranquil glade. From the shadows of the oak, a figure emerged slowly, gracefully. It was a woman, her form softened by the moonlight, her movements fluid and gentle, like the rustling of leaves in a soft breeze. She wore robes of deep indigo, the colour of the twilight sky, embroidered with silver threads that shimmered faintly in the moonlight, like captured starlight. Her presence radiated a sense of calm wisdom and gentle understanding. As she approached, Elara could see her face more clearly, illuminated by the soft moonlight. Her eyes were kind and deep, like pools reflecting the night sky, and her smile was warm and welcoming, like the first rays of dawn. Her hair was long and silver, interwoven with strands of lavender and chamomile, their gentle fragrance wafting towards Elara as she drew nearer. She moved with a quiet grace, her footsteps barely disturbing the mossy ground. "Welcome, Elara," she said, her voice soft and melodic, like the gentle whisper of leaves. "I am Maeve, the dream weaver. I have been expecting you." Her voice held a soothing resonance, a calming cadence that eased any lingering tension Elara might have been holding. It was a voice that promised peace and understanding, a voice that invited trust and openness. Elara rose to greet her, a sense of gentle reverence filling her heart. "Maeve," she replied softly, "it is an honour to meet you. I felt a beckoning from the grove, and the moon moths led me here." She felt a deep sense of connection to Maeve, as if she had known her in dreams, in the quiet whispers of her heart. Maeve's presence was profoundly calming, radiating a gentle peace that filled the glade. Maeve smiled again, her eyes twinkling in the moonlight. "The grove calls to those who need its peace, and the moon moths guide those who seek tranquility," she explained gently. "You have a kind heart, Elara, and the grove recognized your gentle spirit." She gestured towards a small clearing near the oak tree, where a low table and 2 cushions were arranged, inviting Elara to join her. They settled onto the cushions, the soft moss yielding beneath them, creating a comfortable and grounding seat. Maeve produced 2 small cups and a delicate teapot from beneath the table, all crafted from smooth, pale wood. The teapot emanated a gentle warmth, and the air filled with the fragrant steam of herbal tea, a blend of chamomile, lavender, and moon petal blossoms, a scent that promised restful dreams and peaceful thoughts. The aroma was deeply soothing, enveloping them in a cloud of tranquility. Maeve poured the tea, the liquid shimmering with a faint, silvery light in the moonlight. She offered a cup to Elara, her movements slow and deliberate, each gesture imbued with a sense of peaceful intention. Elara accepted the cup, feeling the warmth radiating through the smooth wood, a comforting sensation in her hands. The tea smelled divine, a blend of calming and fragrant herbs, a promise of gentle relaxation. As they sipped the warm tea, its subtly sweet and calming flavour spreading a pleasant warmth through Elara's chest, they spoke of the gentle art of guiding dreams, of weaving peace into restless minds, of restoring inner tranquility through the subtle magic of nature. Maeve shared stories of the grove, of its ancient wisdom and its gentle power to heal and restore. Her words were like a soft lullaby, soothing and comforting, guiding Elara deeper into a state of peaceful contemplation, preparing her for a night of restful slumber and gentle awakening. Chapter 5. Returning with Tranquility. As the night deepened and the first hint of dawn began to paint the eastern sky with a soft, pearly light, Elara and Maeve continued to share stories and quiet moments in the tranquil glade. The air grew cooler, and a gentle mist began to rise from the still pool, adding to the ethereal beauty of the glade of silent awakening. The moon moths, their lavender light now fading slightly with the coming dawn, still danced softly around the edges of the clearing, their gentle presence a comforting farewell. Maeve gifted Elara a small pouch, woven from soft, natural fibres, and filled with dried moon petal blossoms and lavender buds. The pouch emanated a gentle, calming fragrance, a reminder of the peace and tranquility of the glade. "Carry this with you, Elara," Maeve said softly, "and let its scent remind you of the peace you found here. May it guide you and others towards restful sleep and gentle awakenings." The pouch felt soft and warm in Elara's hand, a tangible piece of the glade's magic to carry with her. Elara thanked Maeve with a grateful heart, feeling a deep sense of peace and gratitude for the wisdom and kindness she had received. She knew that the tranquility of the glade would stay with her, a quiet strength to draw upon in times of unrest. The time spent in the glade had been a gentle balm to her spirit, a restoration of inner peace that she would carry with her always. As she prepared to leave, Maeve walked with her to the edge of the glade, where the lavender Moon Moth Path began to fade with the increasing light of dawn. The path was still faintly visible, a shimmering trace of lavender light leading back into the whispering grove, guiding her journey back towards the village. The grove itself was beginning to awaken with the first light of day, the sounds of bird song starting to fill the air, a gentle chorus welcoming the new day. Elara turned to Maeve, offering a final smile of gratitude. "Thank you, Maeve, for your gentle guidance and for sharing the peace of the glade with me," she said softly. "I will carry this tranquility with me always." She felt a deep connection to Maeve, a bond forged in the quiet peace of the glade of silent awakening. Maeve returned a smile, her eyes filled with warmth and understanding. "Go in peace, Elara," she replied gently, "and remember that the tranquility of the grove is always within you, waiting to be rediscovered whenever you seek it." Her words were a gentle reassurance, a reminder that inner peace is always accessible, even in moments of external unrest. Elara turned and began to retrace the Moon Moth Path, now fading into the soft light of dawn. The grove looked different in the early morning light, bathed in soft golden hues filtering through the leaves, painting the mossy ground in dappled patterns of light and shadow. The air was fresh and crisp, carrying the scent of damp earth and awakening blossoms, a new fragrance for the new day. As she walked, she observed the first rays of sunlight filtering through the trees, illuminating the grove with a gentle golden glow. The moon moths were now gone, their lavender light replaced by the soft light of dawn, but she could still feel their gentle guidance, their peaceful presence